Sam lived in a small village nestled between rolling hills. The village was quaint, with cobblestone streets and charming cottages. It was a place where everyone knew each other and life moved at a gentle pace. The air was fresh and clean. Birds sang in the lush green trees, filling the air with their melodious tunes. The forest was alive with the sounds of nature, a symphony that played every day.
I love this village, especially the woods. The woods are magical, a place where I can be free and explore to my heart's content. They are my favorite place. Every tree, every leaf, every sound is special to me. It's like the woods have their own language, and I am learning to understand it.
He spent hours listening to the wind whisper through the leaves. The gentle rustling was like a secret conversation between the trees and the wind. The trees were his friends. He knew them all. Each tree had a story, and Sam felt a deep connection with them.
One day, I went to the woods and heard a terrible sound. It was unlike anything I had ever heard before, a sound that made my heart race. Chop, chop. The sound of an axe hitting a tree. It echoed through the woods, breaking the usual tranquility.
Sam ran towards the noise, his heart pounded in his chest as he sprinted through the familiar paths. He was scared of what he might find. The thought of someone harming his beloved trees filled him with dread. Sam saw 3 men in the forest, each holding tools. They were cutting down a large, beautiful tree that had stood there for many years. The tree was old and strong, a silent witness to countless seasons. Its branches reached up to the sky, providing shelter and beauty to the forest.
Stop! Why are you hurting the tree? It has done nothing to you.
The men stopped and looked at Sam, surprised by his sudden outburst.
We need the wood to build houses. It's our job and we have families to feed.
Sam felt a deep sadness wash over him. He didn't want the tree to be cut down. It was more than just a tree to him. It was home to birds and squirrels, a bustling hub of life. It gave shade from the hot sun, a cool refuge on scorching days.
I have to do something to save my friend, this tree that means so much to me and the forest.
Sam ran home to his grandmother. She was very wise and knew a lot about nature.
Grandma, they are cutting down the trees in the woods. We have to stop them.
Grandma listened patiently. She took Sam's hand and said,
Trees are important, Sam. They give us clean air to breathe. They give us fruit to eat and shade from the sun. We need trees to live.
Sam looked at his grandmother. He understood. He had to make the men understand too. Sam went back to the woods, a place he loved dearly. The forest was his sanctuary, a world full of life and wonder. He knew every tree, every path, and every sound that echoed through the leaves. He gathered all the children from the village, his friends who shared his love for nature. They ran through the village, calling out to each other, their voices filled with urgency and determination. Together, they stood in front of the men who had come to cut down the trees. The children formed a barrier, their small bodies standing firm against the adults.
Please don't cut down the trees. Trees are our friends. They give us life. They provide us with shade, shelter, and the air we breathe. Without them, our village would lose its soul.
The men stopped and listened. They had never heard the children speak with such passion and wisdom. It made them pause and think about their actions. They looked at the children and the trees, seeing the forest through new eyes. The beauty and importance of the trees became clear to them. They saw the sadness in their eyes, the fear of losing something precious. The children's emotions touched their hearts deeply. The men put down their axes, realizing that the trees were more valuable standing tall than being cut down. They understood that the forest was a gift to be cherished.
You're right. We need to find another way. We can't destroy what gives us life. We must find a balance between our needs and the needs of nature.
From that day on, the villagers learned to live in harmony with nature. They worked together to protect the forest, planting new trees and nurturing the old ones. They planted new trees and took care of the old ones, ensuring that the forest would thrive for generations to come. They protected their forest thanks to Sam and his love for the trees. His actions inspired the entire village to see the value of nature and to live in harmony with it.